Hello. Crassus. Hi. You like this ad? It's just she's knocked that down a few. Oh, there she now she's hitting the camera. She's been a menace recently up here. I don't really get it. She's knocked this over completely over before. Mosley's done it too, though. Shit.
What's the last one?
Oh. There is an individual outside with a leaf blower. I hate it. I fucking hate it. It's terrible. Okay. Okay. Press any button. Where is the any button? What were we doing? Oh, we completed the quest about the guy that was dreaming. That's what happened.
I have to grind coffee.
Okay. Mosey, hi. You're back, cat.
How'd you got into bed?
You like my channel? Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. What are you doing? You goober. We have cat. Cat is here. Akin Feeve. Hi, how's it going? Hey, you. What are you doing? Yeah, let's not touch that. Part of the reason the voice gets garbly is because it's too loud, Adriana. We can't turn up the gain. You gonna have a chill or no? Razovich, how's it going? You have a chill. I wish. Wish I could chill. There's no time to chill, is there? No. This is Adria. And we have another fat one named Mosley. Sometimes she'll just lay down. She's the kind of cat where, like, if she wants attention, she will just pace around you until you give her attention. And she wants the attention when she's pacing. But what are you pressing? No, she's on the keyboard. Okay, let's not step on a keyboard. But if she lays down, then she just doesn't want to be touched at all. Hi, Kyle. How's it going? Just vibing for the morning before work? Yeah, I feel that. I just got off of work. I'm sleepy. She's decided this is the place to be. She's just decided that she's going to sit there, I guess. Which is better for me, to be fair. Usually she, like, lays on my hands, and it makes it hard to actually do anything. This is kind of depressing. I have no idea what you mean. I'm kind of depressing. I mean, there's things going on that are kind of depressing that have nothing to do with this broadcast, but thus is life. I gotta sell my shit. That's what we gotta do. We gotta sell shit.
It's you. Hi.
It's you. Hi.
You'll always get a fair deal here. I'm Nilowin. What can I get you? Only quality goods for sale.
Alright, what can we get rid of?
What can I interest you in?
Oh, hold on. Let me put on my shopping boots. My lucky shopping boots. I don't think they do anything. Wait, invest gold in this shop? Wait, what the fuck is that?
You'll always get a fair deal.
Did that actually just unlock when I put my shopping boots on? How much mercantile do I have? I've never even seen that before. What the fuck even is that? Invest gold in the shop? My merc is 68, so we make it 78. I put my shopping boots on.
You'll always get a...
Invest gold in this shop.
I would gladly let you invest in my shop. The extra coin will allow me to purchase more goods from adventurers such as yourself.
Hey, Black Flies, how's it going? So I gave her 500 bones. Now what?
Look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Now she'll buy up to 1,300 instead of 800. Oh. So I like enriched the total sale that you can make to this vendor. Interesting. Yeah, I did not know you could do that. If it requires your merc skill to be high, and I don't think I've ever had high merc skill in this game. I wonder how high you can invest if you like really pump it. I'll have to get a whole merc set, you know. See what we can do. Yeah, I'm kind of sad now that I sold my my like fancy merc robe. Zarmar, how's it going?
You'll always get only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Robes of creativity. Int personality willpower. Should I start my personality set? Nah. I think we just bribe people. That's how we get personality in this game. We just bribe them. Don't I have some shitty, like, scrolls to sell you? Hush. Hailstone. Biography of the Wolf Queen. We already read that book. Glacial Wall. Or I want to keep this pack mule. We want to keep the Shadow Banish one.
Thank you. Come again.
Come again.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Come again. I don't know how much Nernroot I have. I think I need 2 or 3. Redica, how's it going? Welcome back. Should we try this one? The Forlorn Watchman. Heard a ghost rumor about the ghost of an old man who walks the shores of Nibbin Bay at night. It is said that he walks slowly along the coast and looks mournfully out into the bay until the sun rises. The people of Bravel have taken to calling him the Forlorn Watchman. I was referred to Gilgondoran at Silverholm on the water to learn more. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do it. Why is it not telling me where to go? I'm supposed to go in here. Either way.
Good day.
Good day.
The watchman looks like he may have been a sailor. No one knows where he came from or why he looks so sad. I don't like talking about the dead like they're some kind of tourist attraction, but that spirit has been making his ghostly journey for years now. We've learned to just accept that he's there. Every night, short as clockwork, he appears at Bunwatch Camp at 8 on the shore of Nibbin Bay. He's never harmed anyone, but most people give him a wide berth. You seem curious enough, so I'll be glad to pinpoint where he appears on your map.
Ballerina Cappuccina.
Be seeing you.
Alright, Ghostman. Good makeup? Oh, you like my makeup? Thanks. Thanks, Jean. Is it Jean or Jean? Jean Kipling! Okay, we'll go down here.
mercy.
Hello there.
Where my horse? Where my horse? There, my horse. Dog is angry. Where am I going? Right. It's fierce battle music for such a worthy foe as dog. Is it on this little island? Yeah, it seems like it's on that little island. Bond. James Bond. Oh shit, mud crab, fuck. Dangerous foe. You leave my fucking horse alone. Fucking ban his ass. Get out of here. I got some more things that are aggroed. Oh, fucking mud crab. Social aggro from across the realm. What is that? Over there in the distance. Oh, it's despawned. Okay. See what's going on over here. And then we'll like wait around. Not much. You know I'm gonna be famous? Oh, thanks. I don't have to be famous though. Cannot wait while there are enemies nearby. Are you fucking me? What enemies? Oh, 14, eh? This man's a 14 enjoyer. You're tempting Crassus with your speak of 14. What the hell? Is this what was aggroed on me? This bandit? Ran in the water and died? Like someone around here has good taste. Yeah. Keep going, I support you. Wow, such kind words. Appreciate your kind words, J-Bra. Skooma?
What is wrong with you?
I might. Nah, that's right, I sold it. Sorry. But I do have a fine, what would you say? What's it called? Fine beverage. Where'd it go? Shadow Banish wine. Have some of that. That's very, very rare delicacy, in fact. In fact, there's a whole quest that's telling me this is a rare wine of some sort. Okay, yeah, I get that I'm supposed to be here, but I can't wait because there's enemies nearby. It's kind of an issue. You just sip on that? I'm scared to sip on it. Ooh, Nernroot. We're in. I know what to do. I mean, at this rate, in theory, if I play Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, I'll be due for a whole playthrough of 14. You'll live long enough. Yeah, I'm mostly questioning like how much time I would spend on 11. That's the real question mark. 7 happens before retirement home? No. 11 is a skipper? I don't know. I've never played it. Maybe reasonable. A ghostly figure of the forlorn watchman has appeared on the shores of Nibbin Bay. Perhaps I should watch him for a bit and see what he does. Okay. So you're saying don't beat his ass. I'm watching him. He's watching me. Do you think I'm inconspicuous enough? Chill, horse. Don't want to attract any unnecessary mud crabs. Yeah, Crassus has been trying to get the WoW heads to convert for probably like 5 or 6 years now, and they just won't. I have a good amount of arrows on 14, but I don't know how. I don't know how many exactly, but a good amount. Bergamot. Well, that would go. That would go lovely in some tea. Fuck you. Claude Van Damme in the original Predator costume. I can't say I know what the original Predator costume looks like, but I have a fine helmet, though. There's a fine helmet. There's a carved skull. Can't lose track of this man. He's going deep. Ray crossed his life? Ah, man, I have my doubts. 2 years ago, I would have agreed. What's he doing? Taking a shit? 2 years ago, what? Said I might have agreed with you 2 years ago about the Ray Class's life thing. There have been some developments in the past few years that create some big question marks around that statement. Despite that I have this shirt on, you know. What's happening? Is he stuck? I get a weird feeling he's stuck in this terrain. Really, game? Fucking classic Oblivion. Okay, you need to go like out of here, you, so that you don't bug out. Oh, we got it. Did it. Great success. Fucking classic. I knew he wasn't stopped there. Where are we going anyway? Oh man, that guy's fucking at it again with the leaf blower. I thought he was done. Got my hopes up. Fort Irony. So now what? Oh, the game's gonna crash. That's what. Great. Alrighty then. That's the quest reward. That's the quest reward. You're done out of this game. See you later. Oh, now I gotta follow that fucker again. I don't know when I would have saved. When was my save? After I waited? When was the autosave? Where's the any button? Where is this gonna take me? Fuck. That's as good as it gets, eh? God damn it. I wonder if he'll get stuck in that, like, tree and rock again. What, Moe's butt? Oh, my armor. Here's my dude. It's mostly ebony with... this Mace of Blizzards is an ebony mace. I also have this glass mace. And then this helm is the Helm of Orion Bearclaw. It's like pretty badass, actually. It's pretty good. You have to like complete the Fighters Guild to like get this helmet. And then I guess my gloves are technically steel, I think, but they're like special steel. Like this Rashetta is a blacksmith. You can only get it from that vendor. And then I think my legs or something else. My greaves are fire ritual. I think this is orc. I think those are orc greaves. That's where they look like fucking shit. But Mosley's here. Being his usual fat self. What? Yeah, you're pressing keys on the keyboard. I know. You're helping. He's helping. Do you hear the leaf blower, Mosley? I think he kind of seems like he's slightly pissed off, and I think it's because of the leaf blower. It's that time of year where like the snow is gone now, and the roads haven't been cleaned, so they're like cleaning our parking lot right now. Can you blame him? Nah, not really. I can blame him at other times, but not in this particular time, because I'm also annoyed by the noise. Sometimes we just spoil this little shit rotten, and he still acts like he's pissed off. That it? You're gone? Okay. Yeah, it seems like he's annoyed. Lavender. Yep, this fucker got caught in this fucking rock again. There we go. But we know. We're expert Oblivion players. We know the 5-head things you gotta do to get things done around here. God damn, this hill sucks. Gonna level up my acrobatics here while this guy's having a stroll. Finished one alliance raid? Bet you it was fucking Crystal Tower. Alright, he looks out into the water. Rabbinaster? Oh, okay. I'd always get that shit for like the wondrous fucking tales, and like the queue, like for like what that one specific alliance raid would be like 3 hours. I'd be like, God damn, fuck me. New fights are fun though for current raids. You mean like there's like the what alliance raid came out this like I don't own Dawn Trail. I didn't like intentionally skip it, but based off FF11, huh. I kind of just haven't gotten around to it. I've kind of been like a story mode enjoyer. Like I bought Endwalker and I completed the story, and then I got off and I never like got back on until like last year around this time. I played like a month or two. And I did like that Island Sanctuary shit and some stuff like that, but I like caught myself up. But I haven't touched Dawn Trail at all. What's he doing? You need help again? Oh shit, he's talking. Grantham Blakely. Look for me in the mouth of the panther. Please release me. Look for me in the mouth of the panther. I think it was looking that way specifically. I should ask about the mouth of the panther. What's over there? I can fast travel so I can talk to the inn guy again, because that's what it wants me to do, but... Yeah, I never played 11 either. So I don't know the 11 bosses. I seem to remember now that that's what they did with this expansion, but... Although someone who has played lots of 11 is Nilo. I don't know if I think he's not here right now, but... Although I get the feeling like 11, if it was like still real, it would be more my game than 14 would be.
What?
Don't listen to that Nilo guy. Because 11's more like EverQuest, and I'm an EverQuest nerd.
Sure, I know what that is. Any sailor worth his weight in sea salt could tell you. The mouth of the Panther is what they call the delta where the Panther River meets Nibbin Bay. It got its name from the pointed rocks that jut out of the water there. Sort of looked like teeth. Mouth, panther, teeth, get it? Ships are always careful to stay away from it, especially when it's foggy on the bay. The rocks would tear right through a ship's hull like parchment. Be glad to. Here, let me have your map, and I'll mark the spot for you.
Thanks, man.
You too.
Mouth of the Panther. What, has Nilo been spreading misinformation? Why shouldn't we listen to Nilo? There's a good chance we'll get to start annoying him in real life soon, too. Nyla will be the one person who will actually want to come play my physical board games. A false prophet. I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about, but how many Nernerd do I have? He will say to play 11. Well, he's also said to play 14 before, too. Oh, I only got 8 now. I need 2 more Nernroot. He's been one of the people who's wanted to play 14, and not enough people wanted to play. That being said, I've never seen him play 14 for any, like, significant amount of time. But he's also kind of that kind of person who, like, just jumps between shit a lot. The mouth of the panther. This is it. Is it this ship? It kind of says it's like here, but not quite here. Kind of feels like it's this ship. Arrived at the mouth of the panther. Beyond the tooth-like rocks is the remains of a small cargo ship named the MMA that looks like the MMA. It looks like it sank a long time ago. Okay. We'll investigate. Investigate this MMA ship. Investigating. Is there like a way to get inside here? Like inside the fucking hull? World of Warcraft fucking wetland style gameplay? Oh, it's a dungeon. Okay, that wasn't obvious. They should like put an actual door there. Oh, what the fuck? Could you not? Yeah, unfortunately for you, I have a magic weapon. You fucker. A spirit attacked me. The vessel seems completely infested with them. I suspect them to be the remains of MMA's crew. Why this happened to them puzzles me. I should press forward and investigate further. Okay. Got some ectoplasm. Boom. My endurance has been damaged. I get the feeling I got diseased just now. Show active. Oh, am I not diseased? I mean, really, it feels like I'm diseased. Aha! I've discovered the logbook of the MMA. It appears that at some point there was a mutiny and the ship was diverted from its course. 2 men tried to stop the mutiny, but were imprisoned below decks. Seeking shelter from a bad storm, the ship pulled into what looked like a safe cove. That was the last entry. I fear that they didn't see the rocks of the mouth of the panther and ran aground. Okay. Let's continue my investigation. Ectoplasm. Oh, you got a sword. Elven short sword. Lower deck. Gable the Traitor. I found a key in the remains of Gable the Traitor, named in MMA's log. I searched the MMA for a lock to match. Well, I mean, there's not too much. I found a skeleton chained to the wall in the lowest deck of the MMA. I believe it to be the remains of Grantham Blakely. I should use the key I found to unlock his shackles. Oh yeah, fucking no wonder the guys. But I'm gonna ruin Braville's tourism if that guy disappears now and is put to rest.
I knew one day someone with unyielding virtue would heed my words and speed my release. You risk much to perform such a selfless act. This noble deed will not go unrewarded. Look upon the ground in this prison. There you will find a map to my gratitude. I thank you with all my heart. Farewell.
Rock on. Ooh, treasure hunting. Okay. Take. This is the upper deck. I don't think I was over here yet. Nothing here anyway. How do I get out of here? That's a good question. Because you spawn in here. But that... Oh, I guess it's this hole. Yeah, they should have, like, made that look a little more obvious. That's okay. Okay, so map says go over here. You know, despite the fact that I kind of wanted to use the map, I guess it kind of makes sense that this is the river and the place, but... I don't know, Bashir. Well, welcome back. It's me, Whiskey Guy. I told you to play Sky. Look, I've only got 30 hours into this one. I can't play Skyrim. So we put some good time in on Oblivion. What am I doing? Right now we're on a quest called The Forlorn Watchman. And I've just released the Forlorn Watchman from his unfortunate end, and we have his treasure map. So we're using his treasure map to go find his treasure. I should change my name. Why should I change my name? Change my name to what? Name it Whiskey Guy. Yeah. Acrobatics increased. I thought mud crab's more fearsome than you. Is the treasure in the water? Ah, here's his booty. Gantham's map has led me to a treasure chest concealed among some rocks. This will see where Gantham hid his belongings while he was at sea. He has passed this on to me now as a reward for helping free his spirit. And it's... ring, some shitty gems. Oh, I mean, I'll take a grand. Another Mace of the Glacier, which I don't need, but... Tried to search my channel, yeah. Yeah, it's not a great search channel name, that's probably true. But... to some extent, it's not only whiskey things. It's whiskey things and games and other things. Like it's gonna be even more things eventually. Okay, so I think we're done. We completed that quest. Lifting the veil. Wait, so I looked this up and I think this one is level gated. What about a wound in time? Is that level gated? The stupid thing about Oblivion is certain items get truncated if you're not high enough level when you complete the quest. You get like a shittier version of the item. So I like... don't want to do ones that are truncated. Yeah, see, like this quest, a wound in time goes to saving time itself, which unlocks gear, but that gear is truncated unless you're at least level 20. So, like, I don't want to do this one. Oh, this one, where spirits have lease. Oh, this is a fucking house. I have an idea. Make a stream where you're insanely drunk and play Oblivion. Yeah, I don't do the, like, super intoxicated thing. As much as that seems like it's on theme, I'm more of a spirits taster, experiencer than, like, alcohol abuser. It's not quite. But yeah, I don't spoil. I just look at to see if like the item it gets is shit. Like if like I don't even look at the item. I just look and see if the wiki tells me, hey, if you complete this quest, you get a shittier version of the item. I don't even know if the item's good. I don't want to like do the quest if it's fucked. Because then I'll end up with like a shitty version of an item. You look like a divorced father of 4 that has a raging alcohol addiction. Wow, that's harsh. I got the alcohol abuser one in real life. Yeah. Yeah, I am not a raging alcoholic. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I was drunk. That's fine. Yeah, see, this is again, this rewards a shield that is shit if you're less than level 25. Like, I can't do that. What's my armor right now? It's mostly ebony. I have the helmet from Fighters Guild completion. And I have random, like, strength steel gloves and random orcish pants that have fire resistance. That's pretty much, the rest is like ebony of health or just flat ebony, I suppose. We got ebony of shock resistance. Alright, so I can't do this quest, or I don't want to. What about Raid on Greyland? I wish that this game just... maybe I need to install a mod that makes it so... it fixes the like level gated shit. So I don't have to do this, but... oh, I can do this one. This one just rewards money. Where was this actually happening? Over here. I gotta recharge this weapon, but I think I have a random soul gem to use. Alright, this one's not far. What is this again? I met a Legion guard named Lexarus Calidius outside the walls of Leowin. He tells me there is a skooma dealer named Kylius Lanavo in the Greyland settlement. Just up the road. He's offering me a reward to go into the house and put a stop to the drug traders. And bring me his ring as proof. Okay. I gotta go on a drug bust. This is an episode of Narcs. Fucking busting fucking skooma dens right now, dude. Come out with your hands up, you skooma fucks. Give me all your skooma. This guy's got an enchanted glass sword. Claymore of the Glacier. Dwarven? Gross. I recovered Kalius Lanau's ring. I should bring it to Lyrexus as soon as possible. Well, that wasn't very hard. Where's the skooma? I thought this was a skooma den. And there's no skooma in here. Cheap wine. Ah, we found the skooma. Nice. It was just 3 though. They were trafficking 3 skooma. Burn, 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 burn. Hey.
So what's the news from Greyland? Any luck taking down Lenavo?
Dude, how come you couldn't do it?
You've done it! I can't even begin to thank you enough. By the divines, I salute you in the name of the Legion. Here is your well-earned reward.
370 gold. Wow. That was kind of a shit quest. The Siren's Deception. God damn it. What's this one? Paranoia. I met a mysterious wood elf named Glarthier in Skingrad, who asked me to meet him behind the Great Chapel at midnight tonight. He wouldn't tell me what it was about, but promised to make it worth my while. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. He was like fucking randomly was like, "Hey dude, you want to meet behind the chapel at midnight?" I don't know what's going on, but... Why am I up here? We're gonna go have a little sale too. Time is at 5 a.m. Yeah. Weird. Gotta put on my handy dandy merchant boots.
No time to talk. We can't be seen talking. I waited for you last night behind the Great Chapel. Where were you? Yes, the Gold Road does pass through Skingrad. I, too, find it fascinating.
You like those eyes, Grix? What if I used my own eyes?
It's you. Hi.
Jeepers creepers! Still not as bad as the one.
Pity I'm an old
Look at this guy's eyes.
Well, thank you for your help. Thank you, kind sir.
Hey, this guy's gonna tell me about this Glarthnir guy.
Concerning this, I can only speak to a friend.
You know what?
Yes?
Okay, well, how much you want? Look, you've been sitting here begging me for like 1 coin. Here's 202 coins. Maybe now you can speak about him.
I don't mean to gossip, but he is more than a bit strange. However, he's always been tolerated as the town eccentric.
That wasn't fucking any information.
Are you looking for him?
No.
He's a fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodiil.
What if I ask in a different way?
For him? I think I trust you enough to tell you this secret. To learn more about the Grey Fox, go to the Garden of Derloth at midnight. Look in the waterfront district of the Imperial City. I can say no more.
Wow. There's a fucking beggar thief ring. Holy.
Blackwood Company is gone. They were working high on hist sap. That's why there were so many terrible accidents.
Yeah, they were high, all right.
Sins of Mystara upon ye?
I went on one bender with them.
You have the hands of a healer.
Why, thanks. You have stunning pink armor. I wanted to sell stuff. Where's the
Greetings,
fucking...
fellow Breton. I'm Bernadette Penniless. I work for Tulika. I grow grapes for her wines.
Oh, yeah?
I've lived here all my life. Grown grapes. It's all I know. Fresh air, mountains, the grapes on the vine. It's just beautiful.
You are an NPC. Well, let's go in here to the bread shop and sell some random items. Some mercantile like that.
But of course, Salmo is famous for his sweet rolls. One taste, and you are in heaven. On top of the world, yes?
Maybe.
I could never leave Skingrab. All my good friends here would die without my sweet rolls. The rest of the world must suffer as best it can without me. Take care.
I thought I was going to be able to sell stuff to you, but you're just fucking obsessed with sweet rolls. I guess I could sell the, like... innkeeper and shit. Like, why am I, like... I'm on the other complete side of town. For, like, selling stuff. That's what's going on. That's the issue. What's going on with you?
What?
What?
I would gladly let you invest in my shop. The extra coin will allow me to purchase more goods from adventurers such as yourself.
Investment.
Have a look around. You won't find better
Investing.
prices in all Tamriel. A fine transaction.
good price. For that seems a fair price. That's more than I'd usually. You've made a good bit of gold. You've made a good bit of gold. That's a fair deal. You've made a good bit of gold.
Do I sell this ring? I could get the maximum amount. I might as well. I'm just not going to use that thing.
You too. Well met.
Wait, do you have anything to buy?
I have potions and everything you need to make your own. What will it be? Goodbye.
Okay. Now we'll go meet Ding Dong at midnight. Oh, I leveled up. I leveled up by Merkin. A mercantile level up. Bong.
Can you spare a coin?
I'm sleeping, dude. Two Sisters Lodge. Hello. I need to sleep.
I'm Grimogok. You're talking to me, and I would gladly let you invest in my blasted. What can I interest you in? You need someplace. Okay, enough talk.
Where's my bedroom? Level 19. Doo-doo-doo. Luck. Agility. Agility. I don't think I need any more ints, to be honest. Oh. At least my character's well rested, right? Unlike me. Wait, what's this? Are they making beers in here? Someone distilling? Nice. Bee's knees, how are you? Acrobatics increased. Stupid thing. Fantastic. It reminds me of that commercial they had for that like fantastic cleaning chemical where everyone just said fantastic. Fantastic. Je Troll Zero Trailer 2 GTA 6. Is that a code for something? No troll, bro. But you just said Je Troll. Tu me troll, mon ami. Oh, I actually did say Je Troll Zero. Yeah, you're probably right. Je troll pas. Tu troll pas. Vous trollez pas. Is no troll look, bro? I never played Grand Theft Auto 5, so I'm gonna be honest, Grand Theft Auto 6 might not be super interesting to me. My brain has been mind warped back to like school times, and I'm trying to conjugate trolling as a French verb. Je troll, tu troll, elle troll, vous trollez, nous trollons. I gotta wait till midnight. Yeah, it was actually super interesting. I noticed that I just got access to TikTok metrics, and it's weird. So my vertical, like YouTube stream is like mostly American, some Canadian, and then there's like everybody else in the world. Like there's like India and all kinds of stuff. And my metrics for TikTok is 90% is Canadian. So I don't know how they spread it, but like for some reason 90% of my TikTok hits are Canadian Canadian IP. All right, we're going to talk to Jimmy here. My people love me. I don't know, maybe. Don't Americans VPN for TikTok now? I don't know what happened. What's the bit with that now? My understanding is, okay, not my understanding, but the last I heard is before Donald Trump got elected. It was supposed to be an American was supposed to buy the company, and then they were gonna and until that happened, they banned TikTok. But when Trump got elected, he wrote an executive order that delayed the ban on TikTok for like a long ass time. So I think it's like you can still use it in the States because it's like supposed to be banned, but an executive order has delayed the ban. I don't know anything more than that.
We can't be seen talking. I waited
What
for
the?
you last
What are you
year.
talking about? Okay, I guess I'll go wander over here. Okay, maybe he needs to like walk over in here to talk. I guess that would make sense. Yeah, come on over here, bud. Let's have a Let's have a convo.
Ah, you came. You're sure you weren't followed? Good. I thought
I was definitely followed.
Nobody else in town. They're all in on it. All watching me.
You're
Well,
bad shit.
Yes, I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you gold. You like gold, don't you? Lots of gold. Here's my problem. I'm being followed. Watched. Marukotti selectives, maybe. Not sure. I'm a threat, you see, to their plans. I know too much. I need you to check out some people for me. The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to. Will you help me?
This guy's batshit crazy.
Very good. You won't be sorry. I'll pay you well. Did I say that already? Let's start with Bernadette Penniless. Be outside my house at 6 a.m. You'll see her watching me. See where she goes and who she reports to. We'll meet here.
The chick that's obsessed with growing grapes?
And never contact me in public. They're watching. They can't know you're helping me. Her house is almost directly across the street from mine, southwest of the Great Chapel. Coincidence? I don't think so.
You think maybe she leaves to go grow her grapes at the same fucking time every day?
Bernadette Penniless, 6 a.m. Don't let her see you watching.
A little bird told me that you've been asking around town about Glarther, a resident eccentric. I'd like to know why.
Who the fuck are you?
Fine. Play it that way. Let me give you some friendly advice. Glarther is crazy.
Well, that's
Maybe
obvious.
Glarther's crazy. Maybe not. Don't get involved with him. If he asks you to do anything strange, you come see me first. Got it? Or any of the town guard. Let us handle it.
Is this a choice? All right. Time for a stakeout.
No time to talk.
Bro, she's not even looking at you. She's fucking going to work. Grow some fucking grapes. Going to fucking have a prey.
What is it?
I learned quite a bit about how to use a shield from Ambrose Khan. Cost me a bit, but it was worth it.
If I could use a shield as well as Ambrose, I'd charge people for training too.
Farewell.
It's happening. We're having a little time here sitting around in the church. I'll sit around in the church too. Who's gonna fucking get this started? Surely someone you know should be like sitting up here praising mighty Talos or something like that. Praise mighty Talos. Oh my god, he's right. She's watching him.
Can't you see that I'm very busy?
Take care.
Be seeing you. Can't you see that I'm very busy?
No. She went home, bro. Yeah, let's follow her inside her house. She'll
Hello.
never notice. Hi. Fucking Oblivion.
Can't you see that I'm very busy?
Good day.
Oh, so sleepy. All right, bud, come on. Let's get her going, man. We need to have a chat about your bat shittery. He'll be here in a minute.
So, you saw Bernadette Penniless, did you? She was watching me and following me, wasn't she?
You know what? I think you're right. She was watching you. You're right, man.
Just as I thought.
Absolutely.
As I thought. Excellent work. There will be a bonus in this for you. Don't worry. Ah, of course. The gold. Here. But there is someone else I need you to investigate. Tutius Sextius. Do you know him?
Tutius Sextius.
Appears harmless enough, but I've identified him as one of my key suspects. He's a clever one, no doubt about it. Eyes in the back of his head. Always seems to know when I'm watching. But that's where you come in. You should wait outside his house and see what he does when he's not watching me. I'll meet you here tomorrow night to get your report.
All right, yeah.
He lives in the large house between the Low Gate and the East Bridge. Alone. Suspicious, don't you think?
Very suspicious.
I always suspected she was watching me.
She's watching you, man, for sure.
Confirming it. Don't let Tutius Sextius catch you following him.
Oh, I won't let him.
Dangerous than he looks.
That Tutius Sextius. We gotta be careful around that guy.
Yes?
Yes. Mr. Noob Jungle, how are you? Getting ready to one tap the end of Elden Ring here in a bit. Oh yeah, classic. You know, just a average day's work. You know.
Greetings, Breton.
First try every time, deathless. Yeah. Game's a literal cakewalk, dude. Easy. Where's Tutius Sextius? Come on out, Tutius.
Let's hear it.
Oh, hi. I'm using my top-notch investigative skill to see what Tutius Sextius is doing. He's leaving town. Very suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Very suspicious. Especially from someone named Tutius Sextius. Very suspicious name. Engaging questline. Maximum engagement.
Hi.
Hi. He's going into the castle. Very suspicious.
Hello. Greetings. Morning.
What's going on with you?
You look like a shrewd businessman.
Oh, thank you. Wait, am I still wearing mercantile shoes? Yeah. I lost track of the guy. Falling asleep. Oh, there he goes.
Greetings to you.
Aha!
He's just a bit off about Glarther. Someone needs to keep an eye on him.
He's got some issues, that's for sure. Personally, I just steer clear of him.
Have you heard about Kvatch? They say that Daedra came from Oblivion and burned the whole city to the ground.
True.
By the gods!
No doubt.
Glarther is acting even stranger than usual, don't you think?
I agree. He's always writing in that little notebook. Sometimes I think he's watching me. Good day.
Farewell.
Good day.
Morning. Battlehorn Castle, near Coral, is besieged by marauders. I wish I could go and see.
Holy.
So I've heard.
Goodbye.
You guys' conversations are not very interesting.
You look.
Ugh.
Hello.
Hello. I get the feeling I'll die if I jump that.
Well met.
Well met. How do you do?
Have mercy. Just one god.
All right. Let's wait for Ding Dong.
Tell me what you learned about Tutius Sextius.
Man, Tutius Sextius is spying on you, dude.
So, I was right all along. You're doing excellent work, my friend. Here you go, my friend. Trust me, you've earned it. There is one last person that needs looking into, though. Do you know David Sorelli? Yes, of the famous Sorelli vineyards. Pillar of the community, etc. Who would ever suspect him?
Oh, nobody, man.
Cover for the ringleader of the whole conspiracy.
Oh, yeah, I betcha so.
He watches my house constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
He leaves his house early each morning. Watch him and report back to me here at midnight as usual. Make sure he doesn't notice you.
Okay. Yeah. Good plan.
The Sorelli house is right next door to mine. A large house with a backyard conveniently located to observe my every move.
Suspicious.
Be careful. David Surly is the ringleader. You must not let him catch you watching him.
Tidings, citizen.
Tidings. Good morrow. Mr. Ben, how are you? All right, let's see it. Exhausted? Oh yeah, I'm right there, man. Pretty sure I already got about like 5 or 10 minutes of sleep in this stream. I'm just making wine. His Googling prowess. Oh, is he Googling over there? Hey, how's it going?
Hello there.
Hi.
I'm Gaston Cirilli. Perhaps you've met my brother David. Together, we are the Cirilli Brothers Winery. Be seeing you.
Nice. All natty. Wow, all natty, dude. Clean. Clean run.
Hi.
Can't you see that I'm very busy?
Yeah. Have you heard of high elves? Dude, these guys are spying on you. 100% confirmed. Let's have a talk about it. I waited too long. Yeah, I waited too long. Bro, where are you, man?
Hi there.
Oh, there he is. He's coming. Hey, bud.
So, what did you discover? The upstanding David.
Oh, man, that guy just spies on you all the time.
And so it all falls into place. Yes, yes, it all makes sense now. Here, this is your last task. Here's the gold, as promised. I always pay my debts, and then some. Do the last task in that note, and I will pay you much, much more.
Now he wants me to kill him because I told him they all spy on him. Hey, hey.
You have the hands of a hero.
Oh, thanks. Hey, this guy's,
Tell me about that.
yeah, you know, I think he's batshit crazy.
What's he done?
He wants me to kill people. Oh my god. Gross.
Thanks for the tip. Now stand aside and let the guard do their work.
I gotta watch it in action, dude. What happened here? Is that it? Is that the end? Yeah. Milked this guy for his cash and then fucking told the cops. He didn't have the money to pay me anyway. Where's his house? What you got in here, bud? How come no one ever has anything good? I mean, he's got a bunch of chests here, but... Wow. Lame. Get in. All right. So we did that. Man, we're almost out of random quests to do. The chat overlay is being weird again, where it's like shitting all the I don't know why it does that. I think it's something to do with YouTube. Like there's nothing that I can change with this overlay thing necessarily. All I can do is take YouTube off of it. Because YouTube updated their streaming chat thing like a couple weeks ago. And ever since that happened, every once in a while, it like shits out the whole chat log into like that little box. And I don't know why. And I don't know if there's actually a way to fix that. If like people, because I think what it is like it doesn't get used for so long. So it like goes idle and then refreshes. If people were talking in there all the time, I think it wouldn't happen. But whereas it goes a while without getting used, it like every once in a while it just like shits out the same text that was said like 3 hours ago. I'd looked into it, but I don't know if there's any way to fix it. Well, what about pilgrimage? What's that? Oh, wrong game. Oh, that's for 9 divines. I guess we could like just do mages guild shit. That's another thing we could do. You think it's been long enough that I can go to the Fighters Guild and get some money? Or whatever.
It's you. Hi.
It's you. Hi.
Let's go see if I can get them to get money or not. Do I have to go to Coral? Maybe it's only in Coral. Oh no, here maybe. No. What's going on with you? Cat. Well, you know, maybe we should just... shut the jaws of Oblivion over here. Finally get around to doing that, you know? Spider Daedra. You know, that was not a thing that was here before. Yep, the monsters in here are harder than when I was doing it at a low level. Strange function. But these feel fine to kill, so... Oh shit, am I still wearing fucking merchant boots, dude? I think I am. No, I'm wearing plain striders. There we go. Oh, I remember that guy. I got him killed for his shield a while back. I'm sleeping, dude. Having a quick sleep. Ugh. Can't sleep there. There are enemies nearby. Yeah. Yep. 100. Oh, I just didn't sleep very good yesterday. Straight up. I actually slept really well on Sunday. And then I went to bed. I tried to go to bed yesterday, and I was just not able to sleep very well. And I didn't have my usual, like, hour nap at work. Instead, I, like, was actually awake for the most part, which was weird. So now I'm getting hit with it now. I'm closing something. That's for sure. Oh. Gotta get in here. The sump. What the fuck? The sump of misery. Full of fucking storm atronachs, dude. Damn bad shit. Oh, did it spam again? Yeah, no, that's just YouTube being shit. I don't really understand why it's doing that. It's like if no one talks in YouTube chat for a while, it just spits out like the past 50 messages that happened like an hour ago. I don't know. I'll have to take YouTube chat off of it again. The shit part is like most people on YouTube chat don't even see their messages on the stream anyway because they're watching on vertical. Shit sound. Yeah, I think that's like the one thing I can do is I can just take YouTube off of that little box. Ebony Greaves. The classic fart sound meme? Maybe not. I've definitely heard it before. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're talking about, to be honest. Hit me with the old no ref. Yeah, I feel like I've heard it, but it's not something I would have ever picked up based on what you were saying. I have to, like, jump on this thing, I think. Corpse Masher. Might as well put on the ebony now that... I don't think I have any gems, do I? I think so. Canopy helmet. 13% resist magic on itself. That might be good until I get the... Oh, it's a helmet. There's just no way I can justify equipping that. Now what? I don't know what's going on. Oh, shit. I just ran off the edge randomly. That's awkward. Falling asleep. Interesting. Think we can save it? Salvageable? Maybe. It feels like not, but... Oh no, we're fine. We have enough acrobatics, you know. Our consistent acrobatics training has come in handy. Okay, can I go in here now that I like went in that other one and like stabbed my finger? Does that work? Yeah, okay. Oh, thanks. Magica essences. What's broken that I'm wearing? Oh, my fucking orc item. Oh, and my chest piece. Ah, no problem. No problem. I'm remembering now that I kind of like, I've been selling, but I forgot to actually repair for quite a while. It's okay. Unfortunately, the way the game is it's either too hard or too easy. And too hard was annoying. So, it's kind of too easy. What did you have? Dremora Claymore. Let's just eat some potions. Never mind, I don't have any fatigue potions. I'm an idiot. Hey, you got some gear for me, bud? No? Where's your weapon go? I guess Dremora Claymores are really not that good. Over cucumbered, yeah. Thankfully, we got a couple options for that. I have ease burden, and I have boots that give me carry capacity, and I have pack mule. So, we'll be sort of good. Just a matter of when I have to start putting them on myself. Oh, I was already in here. What the fuck? a fucking maze in here. So the hall door needs key. What? Where'd your weapon go? Burden of sin. Drain fatigue on strike. Too bad it's dog shit.
Over here! Quickly! Quickly, there's no time. You must get to the top of the large tower. The sigil keep, they call it. That's what keeps the Oblivion gate open. Find the sigil stone, remove it, and the gate will close. Hurry! The keeper has the key. You must get the key.
Well, what about you, brother? I think you're maybe fucking screwed, dude. What do you think about that? I can't seem to get you out of there, you know? Godspeed. Ooh, you got owned by your own trap, noob. Gold nugget. Don't mind if I do. Moonlight shield. Light on self. It's an ebony shield. So it's just an upgrade. Regardless of the fact that the light on self is like dog shit. So fix that. Where am I? Those are empty. Man. Can I throw out? I guess this weapon actually sucks. Let's throw that out. These claymores are kind of not great either. Okay. I got too close, apparently. Dremora Marquinaz. Aye, old Marquinaz, eh? Ooh. Get me. These things suck to pick up. Axe of the Dynamo. Feels like the actual loot is in these little meat sacks. Except that wasn't real. We did it! Fuck.
Close the gate. I knew you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack. I need you to come with us. You've got far more combat experience than these men. Are you able to join us now? I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate. The longer we wait, the smaller our window.
You know, I think you could probably wait for a while.
We've got to move soon.
My gear's broken and I'm over cucumbered. I gotta fix that. So, you know, I think we'll chill for a minute. I gotta invest in some shops down here. Invest in Orko, buy Orko. Where's my my merchant boots here? I don't know. Is there a bunch of leaves still in the middle of the road?
Yeah.
It seems like the guy blowed the leaves into the center and then fucked off. Can't tell if they've cleaned it or not.
Like the leaves that were by the jury. Stuff like that.
Herbal grow Orkog knows you need axes and blunt weapons, big ones. So he makes them and sells them here. Slash and Smash, the big orc weapons shop. Big weapons for big heroes. I would gladly let you invest in my shop. The extra coin will allow me to purchase more goods from adventurers such as yourself. Have a look around.
Orko, McOrko.
You've made a good bit of gold.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna meme with this. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Fuck it.
You drive a hard bargain. That's a fair deal. You got a great deal there. That's a fair deal. An excellent bargain. That's a fair deal. That's a good deal. That's a fair deal. You've made a good bit of gold. That's more than I'd usually pay.
Alright. Does he have anything actually? No.
Tell your friends about me. I'm pretty handy. What needs to be fixed? Goodbye.
Oh. Alright, let's go dink.
Are you ready? We need to move out soon while we still have a chance to strike. For Kvatch!
Oh, I didn't re-enchant my fucking weapons. I guess it's fine. None of these have charge. Oh, neither of these have charge. Whatever. Clear the southern plaza before the survivors in the chapel can be rescued. Okay. Getting some good crashes today, man. Crashing right good. Let's see. Low-level fatal error in file. Alter engine source runtime core private HAL malloc bind to CPP. Attempted to relock an unrecognized block. Great. Thanks for helping in improving the Unreal Engine. Fucker. Fucking Oblivion. Boom. Alright, so what we're going to do today to replace blind sample. We're going to find something to do to replace blind sample. I do have something to do on a Thursday, but blind samples are still scuffed. So, can we do? That stuff already is poured. You know what we're gonna do is we're just gonna open this black bush because it's not terribly exciting, but we wanted to give it a shot, so we'll give it a shot, and we'll probably get out the sexton and see if it's we'll see if it's better or worse than the sexton. I know that's not a very high bar to meet, but because I know some of these like less these like cheap bottles are hard to get cracked sometimes because they're not that exciting. So, but we can spend some time seeing how we feel about this one. And pretty much the reason that I picked this one up is it's kind of like word around the street that this is a pretty good bottle in the like budget realm. Like you get a pretty good like value with this. So we kind of just want to see if it's actually a value or not. So let's pop this out, and then we'll also get out yeah, so we'll see how it compares to what is still my lowest review score ever given, the Sexton Single Malt Irish Whiskey. Again, cool bottle, terrible whiskey. Which I think it's 38. I think I scored this 38 out of 100, which is not like undrinkable, but it's just not good. But the interesting thing here is these both come from the same distillery, and they both have an influence on sherry cask, and they're also like in the budget realm. I think the Sexton's a little bit more expensive actually. So there is some bourbon cask in the Blackbush, but since these both come from the same distillery, I think this is like a pretty like clear like budget battle, if that makes any sense. So we'll give this a shot. And we'll do a compare and see how it goes. Sexton is probably the only Irish whiskey I've had. Unfortunate. It somehow is like very popular. Maybe not popular is maybe not the right word, but it's very like available. Like for some reason, it's around everywhere, and people tend to buy it. And I think it's just the bottle, man. If I'm gonna be honest, like it's a pretty reasonable price. It's got a pretty like catchy looking bottle. It's got like that skeleton man on it. It doesn't look like it's a bottom tier product. That's the only reason I bought it. Yeah, I mean it's a really cool bottle. I mean we're not gonna throw there is actually in travel retail exclusive you can get an 11-year-old age statement Sexton. There is another Sexton available that's travel retail. Maybe that one's better. I don't know. This one is 4 years old. That's part of the problem here. It's 100% exclusively sherry matured, but it's a 4-year-old whiskey. But yeah, unfortunately, this is actually the worst bottle I've ever given a proper score to up until this point. But I've never tried like to rate obviously bottom of the barrel whiskeys. I only like bought whiskeys I thought had a chance to be good, and then turned out they weren't good. Give you a taste? Look, I give you the whole bottle if you can come over here and get it. Sexton's versus a Red Bank. Honestly, probably Red Bank. But yeah, so in the way that I have things tiered, 33 to 48 is considered okay. It would have to score less than 33 to be considered poor. So this is not quite poor, but it's a pretty low okay. What's a good intro Irish? I wish a good intro Irish whiskey. My nose will sniff that smell from anywhere. What, Sexton? Unlucky. I'll be there tomorrow. So if we want to talk about like cheap Irish whiskeys that I actually thought were not bad, one of the bottles that I have that is one of the highest values of all the bottles I reviewed is again same distillery is the 10-year-old, the Bushmills 10-year-old single malt. Now, part of the thing though is there's a unique type of whiskey that only is within the world of Irish whiskey, which is the single pot still. So this is single malt, and this is, I'm sure, blended Irish whiskey, and this is also single malt. Bushmills does produce a lot of single malt Irish whiskey, which there's nothing necessarily, wrong with that. But part of the like core mash when it comes to Irish whiskey is again the of course the triple distillation is one thing, triple distillation, but the single pot still, this is an exclusive Irish whiskey thing. So it's kind of like, well, we're talking about an intro to Irish whiskey. What's a good intro? Well, this is a good economically priced Irish whiskey that's triple distilled and single malt, but it's not quite like the most Irish whiskey can be. Like, you want something that has single pot still, and basically the difference is, of course, single malt is 100% malted barley, whereas single pot still is malted and unmalted barley, at least 30% of one or the other. So it has to have at least 30% malted barley, at least 30% unmalted barley, and then they could fill in the rest of it with unmalted or malted in any other proportion, and they could have up to 5% other grains, rye or corn or what have you. So this is a unique Irish whiskey thing that you're not going to get if you get like a single malt product, right? And it's not like that super different, but it is a unique quality with Irish whiskey. There is a certain like shortbread bready kind of sugar cookie kind of thing that you only get from like the single pot still variants. So good places to start for like pot still. What do I have that I like to recommend? The problem is that I don't have a lot of ones that are not expensive. Like, this is not a bad option to start with, but the thing is like, this is not like the most economically priced. Like, I think in my market, this is like $80 something, $85. Whereas this is like $50 or $55. And like we can even go like, well, commonly recommended one, Redbreast 12, and I don't like this one enough to recommend to you to buy it, and it's like the same price as this one. I haven't reviewed Green Spot, but the $100 Irish whiskey. So you probably like the best place you could go, like if I just like browse what's on ANBL like right now, or we could go Lickbow. We could just go to Lickbow and see what's there. What's on Lickbow that is single pot still? That's the question I want to ask. Because I think when we're talking about Irish whiskey, you want something triple distilled, and you want it to be Teeling's. Teeling's is not single pot still, and it's not triple distilled. So we're kind of like wanting to be in this world where we're talking about triple distilled pot still whiskey. That's like the best. Like if we're going to talk about like the best innate expression in one bottle, say. They actually have Green Spot. Yeah, they also have Red Spot. This is actually a banger price for Red Spot, by the way. If they had Red Spot at this price available near me, I would go buy it. Just full disclosure. What else is here? Can't afford the $200. Yeah. Oh, see, like the Redbreast is more expensive for you. See, like this is cheaper for me. Yeah, even the Green Spot is $5 more expensive for you. Yeah, but like Green Spot's, you know, again, if you're in like this price range, Green Spot. Again, I don't prefer this bottle, if I'm being honest, but it's a one a lot of people say is really good. It is triple distilled. It is single pot still Irish whiskey. Has an age statement. Green Spot does not have an age statement. But I don't personally prefer this bottle. Other different, more expensive Redbreasts, sure. But the 12 for me hasn't been my favorite. Like this one, the Listowel. What the fuck? This one's a lot better of a bottle. But this one is like a sherry one. So it's kind of like, well, it's maybe not. It's like all sherried. It's a little different in that way. Or you could shell out for, of course, the 27-year-old. I mean, if you really want to just... cask strength would be a good one. There's actually not a lot here. And that's, I guess that kind of explains why I'm having a hard time being like, hey, how can I easily recommend you an affordable single pot still triple distilled Irish whiskey? That's because there's really just not that many options. Like Parish John Lane is usually just, in my market, this is hard to get, but this would be another good one to try. It's, again, Powers is a very everywhere Irish whiskey brand, single pot still, 12-year age statement. That section has doubled since they removed the bourbons. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They have like every Redbreast. At least, well, actually it says check availability, because so that usually means fucking nothing. Like this one says check availability, so it's probably just not around, right? Now here's the one that comes with the bird feeder. I always thought that was a good meme. It's a redbreast that comes with a bird feeder. Sorry, product currently unavailable. Triple distilled actually do anything, or is it just marketing? It does do something. So when you distill things more times, it kind of like strips more of the components out of it. So as a result, for triple distilled things, the main thing that it does for me personally is it makes things, as cliche as this sounds, it makes things smoother. That comes at the expense somewhat of flavor a little bit. But they have like a certain light and smooth mouthfeel. I don't know if you've ever had here. We're gonna gauge how rich you are, Creox, here in about 10 seconds. Have you ever drank Fiji water? You know, that like overpriced water that comes in like the kind of like square bottle. Fiji water. This is the best reference I have for this idea. But if you haven't, like, basically Fiji water gets filtered through a spring. I have, but I didn't pay for it. I'm not that stupid. It gets filtered through a spring that has lots of silica in it. So when you drink Fiji water, the main difference that I can tell versus like regular ass water is it just feels like more smooth, like it has a certain mouthfeel. Like it's like soft on the palate. It's like a softer water. And triple distillation kind of gives that kind of quality to a whiskey, and you would think it's really not that noticeable, but when I was still doing blinds, which I'm going to get to eventually again when I'm fucking ahead of my ass, I was regularly able to tell blind if something was triple distilled or not, just by the mouthfeel. And that's a question that I would ask myself when I was blind tasting. I was like, well, I think this might be Irish whiskey. Is it triple distilled? And I could usually like get, and I mean, I was guessing, but I tended to be right when I guessed that something was triple distilled or not. So to me, that means it's clear that it does have an impact on the mouthfeel. Now it also like does some other things, but for like what's practical, slightly smoother whiskey, basically. And again, these are triple distilled in pot stills rather than column stills. So column distillation is completely different than pot still distillation. So 3 runs in a column still, you end up with a much smoother, lighter, because you're running all that liquid through another round of distillation. It's hitting all the copper another set of times. It's getting condensed another set of times through the shell and tube, probably. So Green Spot is the winner. I mean, I guess so. I almost want to pour it before I tell you to go buy this thing. But like, there's nothing wrong with this bottle either. Like with the Bushmills, like age-stated ones, like the 10 or the 12. 12, I think, has got Malaga cask stuff in it. I don't know where the 12 one, but I've seen it this one here. But again, this is single malt. So if you want an example of single pot still Irish whiskey, that's triple distilled, the best thing here is the green. I mean, since we're talking about this, I can just pour the redbreast too, but in the past, like This hasn't been my favorite expression. I found the palette weak. But I haven't had this green spot in a while, but my reference or my memory serves me that this one doesn't have a great palette either. So at least we can talk about the two, I suppose. Because these are very similar expressions. Maybe like in some ways it feels like the yellow 12 would be closer to this, but it's not. And basically the reason being this one is 46% alcohol and this is 40% alcohol. And also this has Malaga in it. Kind of like the Bushmills 12 has Malaga in it. This has Malaga in it, which is a fortified wine from Spain. So this is bourbon and sherry, 40% alcohol, 40% alcohol, triple distilled, 12-year age statement, but has like higher quality casking probably. Both of these are colored. Both of these, I think actually this green spot is chill filtered, unfortunately. This one is not. So unfortunately, these are like actually the closest together, despite this being age stated, and this age stated one is actually like a better product generally. That being said, I don't know for sure. We haven't opened this one yet. It's still closed, but I'm just envious right now that there's a red spot on Lickbo that seems to be available for a price I want to pay. I would go buy that right now. I was about to go get Glenn's, but then I realized I already have Glenn's. Let's put this aside for a minute. These can go back in. Back in here. And instead, I mean, I'm down with this too. We can do this too. I mean, if we can provide value with information, that's better than me rambling on about whatever. So red 12, and I have green spot in front of me. And again, eventually, when we get some of these spots open, like I have green, and yellow, and I got the blue down here. We'll compare all these like when these other ones get opened. But the other spots are a little different. Of course, the yellow has Malaga in it, and it's higher proof. And the blue is cask strength. It's 7-year-old cask strength, and it has Madeira drums as part of the maturation. So it's also a little different in that way. Ooh. But yeah, so this one, 12-year-old Redbreast from Middleton Distillery, Pinot Ricard product, single pot cellar Irish whiskey, 40% ABV, 80 proof. It is chill filtered and it is color added. And this is 12 years aged in ex-bourbon and ex-sherry. Now, the Jameson Distillery, the Middleton Distillery, which is the one that produces Jameson, again, produces 3 different kinds of distillates. They produce a light, crisp herbal distillate. They produce a medium fruity distillate, and they have a heavy, robust distillate. So this particular bottle from Middleton includes both the light, crisp, and herbal distillate and the medium distillate. So it does not have the heavy, robust distillate in it. That's one of the key differences between this and Spot. So this one, again, very similar specs. Again, also from Middleton, single pot still Irish whiskey, 40% ABV, 80 proof, chill filtered, color added, triple distilled. Now this one is younger, so it's 7 to 10 years in first and second fill ex-bourbon and ex-sherry. We don't know whether this one is first fill, second fill, 18th fill, but we do know it's ex-bourbon, ex-sherry. This one is ex-bourbon, ex-sherry, but we do know the casks are either first fill or first refill. There's no like fifth use barrels here. But this one in particular, the Spots, they only use the medium distillate. They do not use the light distillate. So that means that the Spots are all in on the fruity characteristics, whereas this one has some amount of the like herbal and crisp character distillate to it. So that's the main difference. These all come from Jameson's distillery at Middleton, Cork. Which is obviously different than like Bushmills, but Jameson produces a lot of products. Like a lot of people don't realize that a lot of these Irish whiskey products are actually just Jameson products. Now, one of the main differences is Jameson actually does own this brand. They didn't used to. It's kind of interesting that this used to be a wine merchant that owned this brand that was popular enough that... Hello. Lajla. I'm not sure we met, but hello, hi. I'm a blood boiler. We're talking about Irish whiskey. I don't know if you guys are drink enjoyers. We do plenty of tastings here. I'm a spirits tasting guy. I was alcohol and I was like, yes, that's my type. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. You're in the right place. Yes, welcome to my humble corner of the internet. So I do play video games, but also every day I do like an hour of spirits related content. So I have like around 135 bottles of different spirits. So we're talking mostly Scotch, but also bourbon, rum, Irish whiskey, Canadian whiskey, cognac. And I kind of do drunk stream. No, we don't get hammered, but we do tastings and reviews and assessments. So right now we got a couple of Irish whiskeys that we're talking about. Since we happened to end up on the topic of Irish whiskey. So yeah, we're gonna do a nice a comparison of these two. So thanks for your raid. I appreciate it. Irish whiskey today, I guess, is what we're doing. But yeah, so what we're getting into is this Redbreast brand was originally from was a wine merchant's brand that was successful enough. Redbreast was actually the name, the nickname of one of the guys that owned this particular wine merchant's company. Anyway, they sold this to Middleton, to Irish distillers, Jameson. So Jameson actually owns this brand, but this brand here actually, despite its being produced and bottled at Middleton, the same as this one, it is all run through this Mitchell and Sons, again, fine wine and spirits merchants in Dublin. So these are both technically wine merchant brands that were sourced through Irish distillers. Just this one is still actually owned by that independent company, I suppose, whereas this one got rolled into Irish distillers and Jameson. You're a wine person? I am not a wine person. So I'll have to take a check on that one. I know about wines that end up in barrels where whiskey ends up. That's about what I know. If it's a fortified wine, there's a better chance. All right, so we're gonna pour just a bit of both of these, and we'll kind of see how we feel about them today. But yeah, like sherry and port, Madeira. These are things I know something about. If you want to talk to me about like Cabernet Sauvignon, though, I don't know, Chardonnay, Merlot. All right, so again, so here's the two side by side. They're almost identical in color. Again, this is Redbreast on your right and Green Spot on your left. Unfortunately, these are both color added whiskeys though, so like this doesn't actually mean anything. Oh, nice! YouTube just spit up on my fucking channel. Great, hi. Fuck, I'm gonna have to change that. But yeah, these are basically identical, but they're both like color added whiskey, so it doesn't actually mean anything. But again, I think the main differentiating factor is this is again got the light and herbal distillate in it, whereas this one has entirely just the fruity distillate. And that's one thing about Green Spot, I think, is like, in my memory, it's very much on the fruity characteristics. It's very much on the like orchard fruits kind of world. Whereas the Redbreast is kind of more on the like the bready pastry kind of like shortbread cookie kind of universe. And less on the fruity kind of aspects. Like, I don't even know that you would get an orchard fruit out of Redbreast, but I think Green Spot is almost for sure going to have some of that fruit. Yeah, I am getting a little bit of a banana thing today, like a banana bread kind of thing. Yeah, there is a bit of fruit in this today, at least for today. But I think it's going to be much more on the kind of the bready side. Man, that is hitting a little fruity though. Wow, that's so interesting. So this one is kind of hitting like green apple, like Granny Smith apple. Yeah, like very like apple fruit, sour apple. Slight breadiness in there. Yeah, so much on like the apple. Again, to me, like Granny Smith apple, like green apple, like the green spawn. And this one's more bready, more on that kind of like shortbread world. That being said, if I was to give you like nosing intensity right off the rip, the Green Spot comes across like more vibrant. Yeah, some like vanilla and shortbread on the Redbreast. That fruit's kind of receding now. We're mostly getting that that kind of like shortbread cookie, that sugar cookie, like when you go to the store and there's like it's like those little white cookies that come in a package. You know exactly what I mean. Like those little sugar cookies. Whereas, yeah, as soon as we get into the green spot, it's just straight orchard fruit. It's straight, like, especially Granny Smith apple today. Not like tropical, but vibrant orchard fruits. Like, I'm getting almost none of that kind of, like, cookie pastry kind of thing. Yeah, and you can kind of, like, tell just by like kind of how we've set this up. You can kind of tell that this distillate has some of that crisp herbal blended into it, whereas this one just has none of that at all. It's all fruit. Yeah, that's just all fruit, maybe slight spices. And this thing just has a slightly kind of like spicy bit, but it's all on the kind of like cookie vanilla. All right. So we're going to start with the redbreast because if my memory serves right, the palate on this one is worse. But we'll put this on the palate. Redbreast 12-year-old single pot still Irish whiskey, not single malt. It's single pot still. Sláinte. I guess it's just Sláinte. In Ireland, is it just Sláinte in Ireland? I think it's just Sláinte. Yeah, so the Redbreast 12, right initially on the attack, you get some of that like slight sweetness. You get that shortbread cookie, a little bit vanilla, a little bit spiciness on the back end. Into the finish, a little bit of banana bread. You get the barrel in there too, though. Definitely some barrel impact at the back of the Redbreast. I don't know if I've given banana bread as a note on this bottle before, but I'm definitely getting hit with a banana bread note today. All right, now we're going to go in with the green spot. So fruity. Again, kind of that aroma is represented on the palate. You just get that kind of like that apple, like slightly sour, slightly tart orchard fruit character. Some growing spices in there. The spice spikes on the finish. You get like a little bit of woody note at the back end of this one, kind of similar. I think if I was to like rip these up off the first sip, the palate of this one is sweeter. It's more vanilla and cookie. The palate of this one is fruitier. It's more orchard fruits. They both have some amount of baking spice. They both spike on the baking spice in the finish and kind of linger on an oak note. This one has a stronger presence in the finish. This one has a quieter presence in the finish. So almost what it comes down to a little bit is kind of like whether you'd prefer kind of like a more bready, more malty kind of whiskey, I suppose. or like a more fruity whiskey. And these are kind of like similar for me today. Now, when I compared these whiskeys with like other whiskeys, I kind of felt like the palate on these were kind of soft. But when we head to head these, their palates are pretty comparable in terms of their intensity. So that's kind of good. And I kind of do remember the Green Spot having a kind of a slightly softer palate as well. I always get heavy grain taste Irish whiskey. I wouldn't say that there is a heavy grain taste on either of them, but the Redbreast is going to be more on the like grainy malty side. The Green Spot I don't think really has that. It's more fruity. It's like all on the fruits here. Now again, depending on the Irish whiskies we're talking about, so if you're talking about, for example, a Jameson product, like even the like Black Bush, which is kind of like a higher end blended Jameson product. This one super greeny, like kind of like you're saying, heavy grain taste. But again, a good proportion of this is 4 to 6 year old grain whiskey. So since this is a blended whiskey, there is grain whiskey in here, and you're going to get that grainy taste. Whereas with these two, these are single pot still. So it's kind of like a cousin of single malt, really, right? There's no grain, no proper grain whiskey in here where there is with like a product like this. Jameson and Teelings give me that grain taste. Yeah, so again, if we're talking about the Teeling single grain, of course, this is a grain whiskey, so you're going to get the graininess, right? And almost all the Jamesons are not single pot still. They're mostly blended. Now, I do have the 5 Oak, which is a single pot still. And I think the 18, if you want to go up to Jameson 18, I think that one might be also single pot still. So there is going to be some amount of grain in it, because again, with single pot still, you can add 5% grain whiskey, not grain whiskey, but 5% of the mash bill could be a non-barley grain, similar to like a grain whiskey. But I think like the graininess you might experience here, it doesn't exist here because there's no grain whiskey for the most part. So when we think about like the like bready part of the Redbreast, for me, that's kind of more like the malty part of like a single malt whiskey, where you kind of have some of that malty taste. It's kind of closer to that. But it's a little bit more on the baked pastry or like baked bread than you get on single malt. And this is kind of just like an anecdotal description of it. But again, when you kind of get malts on single malt, sometimes it's kind of like almost like wheat, or sometimes it's almost like grass, or sometimes it's like hay. Again, it's kind of like just like a rich cereal. And you can get yeasty notes from malts, kind of similar to the one I'm thinking off the top of my head that I'm not going to get out because it's buried a little bit, is, again, Glenfiddich has a note to me that is like fresh baked bread. It's like a yeasty kind of malt note. But this one is like almost like more like a baked good kind of bready note. Like it's already almost like the muffin's already made, rather than it being a cereal or to be like a grassiness, which is kind of different than like the graininess that you get off of this one. This one's definitely grainy. I know you've tried this one, and this one, I don't know if I think you've probably tried this one too, but yeah, again, the graininess for sure on these two bottles, absolutely. But it's different with something like this. It's kind of more like closer to that malty thing, but it's almost more like a baked kind of Because again, at least 30% of the malt is unmalted, if that makes any sense. Need to venture into this single pot still world. Yeah, so the one thing that coming into single pot still from single malt that you're going to like immediately kind of notice is the palates are probably going to be softer than you're used to. They're probably going to be more smooth than you're used to. And that's the thing that, again, when you know that I talk about these particular bottles, at least, where I feel like the palate is just maybe too tame, like maybe a little shy. Like I would love this at cask strength, right? I would assume you probably would prefer this at cask strength too. That would be my guess. And that's why, again, we were kind of hunting for this bottle, right? Because again, this is 7-year age statement. The whiskeys in here are 7 to 10 years old. So in some ways, this is like the cask strength version of this. So like whatever's tame about this bottle, I feel like it's going to be at full flavor here. Like, and I think that maybe like, you know, I just wish realistically that some of these products that are single pot still wouldn't release at 40% alcohol, because I think that 40% alcohol it's even harder to get the level of flavor that I would call satisfactory out of a single pot still as it would be at a single malt. It's probably easier for the single malt to provide flavor. The single pot still is going to by nature be softer, especially if it's triple distilled. So I think they really would do themselves some favors, like release this at 48% alcohol or something like that, you know, get that flavor up. But I think some people, again, they go to Irish whiskey because they want it to be smooth and approachable and not that harsh, if you will. Have you opened the blue spot? No. Oh, I just threw the blue spot is what I did. I bent it a little bit. It's all right. No, we haven't opened this one yet. Oh, you can tell I threw it. It's like fucking got little particles floating around in it. But it's fine. You can tell it's non-chill filtered, we'll put it that way. But yeah, so no, we haven't tried this one yet. This is 58.4% alcohol. So this one, again, and it has Madeira drums in it too. So that's kind of one of the interesting parts about this particular bottle. So no, I just picked this one up. We haven't opened this one yet. I would like to also get a Redbreast cask strength. And I think I'm kind of hoping that as soon as we get into like these cask strength ones, it'll like change my opinion a little bit on single pot still Irish whiskey. Because right now my opinion on single pot still is like, well, it's nice, but it's too shy, it's too tame, it's too smooth, it's too approachable, not enough flavor. And that's true of both of these bottles in my opinion. But I think that's not a problem with Irish whiskey, or I should say a problem with single pot still Irish whiskey. It's a problem with like the bottlings are just too conservative. I want it more like this strength. And of course you also want Scotch at cask strength too, but I think even more with single pot still, you need a boost for the flavor. Like again, release these at 50% alcohol. You know what I mean? Because I think as just a general rule, these single pot still bottles are going to be just shyer than single malt bottles, which isn't necessarily true, but is a generalization I'm willing to make given my current level of experience, and I'm willing to be proven wrong. Yeah, like that's kind of like where I hit with it. Like, again, this is nice. It's smooth. It's kind of like more bready. This one is, you know, it's nice. It's smooth. It's more fruity. But it's not going to be really super strong on flavor. Life of Horror, how's it going? But there is a fellow in one of the Discords that I'm a part of, and he's like the Irish whiskey guy, and he just has all the Irish whiskeys all the time. And that guy's preference for Irish whiskeys is actually like cask strength, really young Irish whiskeys. Like he'll have these Irish whiskeys that are like 3 years old, but a cask strength. So kind of when you think about it, it's like, well, what's the antithesis of a really well-aged, smooth, 40% alcohol Irish whiskey? Well, the antithesis of that would be a really young, brash, cask strength Irish whiskey that maybe was aged in a firkin. So he's got like bottles like that, and I'm like, well, he's like not even drinking the same whiskey as me when you think about it, right? It's like a completely different, it's way stronger, it's way younger. So maybe this is kind of like where I want to be, like not this, but like way stronger than this. Okay, thanks, appreciate it, appreciate you being here. Glad you're doing well. But yeah, we'd like to try a red breasted cask strength, and I think this will probably be like the same as like a lot of scotches, where like we can increase the age statement, but I think the best thing for it is if we just pump the alcohol up. That might be the best thing for it. And again, of course, I think Mark was in here one of those times, Mock, and he was talking about how kind of like for him, Blue Spot and Red Breast 12 cask strength is kind of like what he loves about single pot still Irish whiskey. Those are the bottles that he wants, and it's all kind of like, feels like it's all lining up, making a lot of sense that like for your enthusiast crowd, this is too smooth for you. This will be too smooth for me, probably too smooth for you. But in terms of the flavors you're going to find, the flavors are not going to be grainy like these ones, right? It's not going to be like the same kind of graininess as this. And really, you probably might even find this level of graininess in blended scotch too, if you were like doing lots of blended scotch. Especially like bigger brand blended scotch, like for example, Chivas Regal 12, the one that we tried, that one was super grainy too, and that's scotch, right? So despite the fact that there's some malt in there, it's not a blended malt, it's a blended scotch, so it's got grain in it, and that one did come across super grainy even though it's a scotch whiskey, right? So you're really interested in that Blue Spot? Yeah. I do think this is probably going to be a killer. That's my prediction whenever we get to it. And it's not terribly priced. I don't know how I shouldn't say that, because I actually seen that this was expensive in some random places in the United States. But again, I only paid like $135 for this in Canadian, and this one was like $85, right? So this was like 50% more for me. But I do know this is a bottle that people go for, and sometimes gets jacked up on the secondary market, or it becomes hard to find. This definitely becomes hard to find in Canada in certain cycles. Fresh Crack Wednesday, yeah, we can put it on. We can put it on the options for sure. Remember, we also have this one. We'll tempt you with this too. Oh, there's also a Port Charlotte that's got a Pomerol wine cask around too that we might find. That'll be interesting. I might find that. Well, I know where it is. I might get it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Ooh. Jeff, we're going to broach Ben's question. I think the question for these two bottles that kind of we were talking with Ben about, it's either, do you want a fruity whiskey, or do you want like a more vanilla and bready whiskey? I suppose they're very similar. I find they're very similar in terms of their strength of expression. It's not like the Green Spot has got like a better palate. These are like very similar, except this one is more fruity and this one is more bready, at least for me. Where did I put this bottle? Yeah, I'm excited for it too. I just I have to contain myself, you know. Whatever is closer to be unique to Irish whiskey. Probably Redbreast then. That's probably like, this one is probably closer to like what you would expect out of a single pot still. That's probably like more stereotypical, if that makes any sense. This one is way fruitier. Like atypically fruity for an Irish, I would say. And if we're talking ratings, I can't remember what I rated this. What did I rate this? It's not here. I haven't updated this shit yet. I rated this 51 out of 100 or good. We call it good. It's a good whiskey. So that's like a similar rating as Highland Park 12, Elijah Craig Small Batch, Bamore 12, Glenfiddich 12, Bushmills 10. So like these, like if I, like for example, these two, I rated this one like 3 points higher out of 100. But this one is like less, like this one is not single pot still. I guess that's the difference, right? Even though I kind of liked this bottle better and it's way cheaper, it's single malt. Value for money, something, something. And yeah, of course we got these things over here, but these things are way grainy. These are all like, these are Irish as well, but these are super on the grain. You can taste the grain whiskey in these. It's definitely super grainy in taste. I don't know. I think this one maybe is not around anymore near you. I'm not sure, but that one is. This one's probably not bad. I didn't rate this one. You seen this one? This is probably not a bad choice either. Like either of these, honestly. I can't remember last time I drank out of this one, but this one is probably like more similar to this one. These are probably like kind of similar. This one's gonna have the same distillate. So again, this is like light and crisp and medium fruity distillate. So I think these have the same Jameson distillates, the same Milton distillates in them. This one has an age statement. This one does not. They're both triple distilled. This one is bourbon sherry cask. This one is like a bunch of different ones. It's like bourbon, sherry, and 3 new charred oak barrels. So this one's going to be more aggressive on the oakiness, probably. It's more aggressive on like the sweetness. Probably get some like bourbon-esque kind of new charred oak notes out of it. But it's still going to be single pot still, rather than like corn whiskey, say. But yeah, these are probably like pretty good. This one's probably more the most stereotypical, though. That would be my say. If you wanted the most quintessential representation of an Irish whiskey at single pot still, maybe this one. Well, that's not exactly where I wanted to go. I didn't open this Black Bush, but I had fun anyway. We got a bunch of bottles on the desk. We talked about stuff. That's as good as I could do for a segment. We'll just open this another time. So tomorrow, yeah, fresh crack tomorrow. I'll probably see if I can stay awake doing more Oblivion. I'd like to get a good chunk of Oblivion played before I move on. but we'll see what happens, see what catches my eye. On Thursday, we're going to talk about kind of Blackbush. It's the new VSOP. On Thursday, we're going to talk about this thing. So, again, if you guys don't remember, we made this, I don't know, a month or two ago. And at the time, this bottle contained roughly 15 milliliters of every single scotch that I own. We made this? No. No, you made this one. I really should probably like distinguish these a little better, but this one I can tell it's the community bottle because it's not full. That's actually the only reason I know. But I probably should like put a sticker on it or some shit. But yeah, this one. So this at the time, every bottle of scotch that I had that was open went in here. So this contains about 50 scotches. I did not use any of the blended scotches. Slap a Red Bank sticker on it. That's a good idea, actually. So it contains Spaysides, it contains Islands, it contains Islas, it contains Highlands, it's got smoky whiskeys, it's got not smoky whiskeys, it's got everything. Every scotch that I had open at the time is in here. So it's going to be this is going to be a wild bottle. Hi. Oh, you're just looking at me. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so we're going to be doing this on Thursday. We'll sort this one out. The Aston Martin of whiskey. Not quite. The Aston Martin of whiskey is a bit more product. Unfortunately. I don't know if you've seen this shit or not, but that's the Aston Martin. That's the Aston Martin. I also heard these are actually really good, but I don't want to pitch $1,000. I don't know about you. It's kind of like what's the other one? There's another whiskey that has to do with the car brand. I can't remember. Have a good day, Bees Knees. Thanks for being here. But yeah, so the idea is we'll just, as we open more scotch, we'll put more scotch in here. And we're going to get to a point where maybe there'll be about 100 scotches in here. But that's kind of like, that's the dream, you know. You'll never have a whiskey like this. Nice. I'm mostly interested in how smoky it's going to be. Because, again, like, I don't know, probably half of my scotches are smoky or heavily peated. So I get the feeling it's going to be really smoky, but I'm not sure. It's an aged in the trunk of an old Aston Martin. I don't think so. But it's known to be good and probably is an investment vehicle these days, which is sad. Yeah, and then Friday, Final Fantasy on Friday, Final Fantasy 1, day number 3, and we'll do live review, and then the weekend is whatever. I got some interesting news coming. That'll be good. Actually, I probably should post some news in the Inside Scoop. I got some Inside Scoop news. It's not that interesting, but it's a little interesting. Or I should say exciting. It's a little exciting. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. I need to get some sleep. I'm freaking slogged. Freaking zapped. Thanks for being here. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.